Today we are looking at the new Shelby Super Snake. Now I can't do a full review with this particular car, so the first part of the review is going to be a walk around of the Shelby Super Snake, and then the second part I'm going to include driving footage of the previous gen Shelby Super Snake to give you guys an idea of what these cars are all about. It's a crazy driving experience. Now if I ever get the chance to drive one of these, I'll obviously give you guys an updated review. But anyways, I'll include a link to the Ford & Ogden's website in the description down below. They currently have this car for sale. If you happen to be looking for one, it's available. Let's get into it. Starting off with the powertrain, this is powered by a 5-liter supercharged V8 producing about 830 horsepower. So yeah, pretty crazy setup. Now you can get this with a manual or the automatic. This particular one has the automatic. Now they've added a lot of lightweight components to this vehicle. Kind of go over some of those. But first off, you probably noticed on the hood with the pins and everything, and you can see from a distance, just a really cool design. Makes the Mustang look a lot more aggressive. But yeah, you've got carbon fiber there on the hood. Now this part, is it really going to save all that much weight? Well, probably not, but it definitely looks cool with all of the venting. The hood pins are very functional with actually keeping that hood planted down. I mean, they do the same thing on the, well, they did the same thing on the GT500. And then you can see the front fascia is completely revised with this. Significantly more aggressive, obviously lets in more airflow for that supercharged V8. And then there's some carbon fiber there with the ground effects, and you can see the front splitter there too. Again, very aggressive looking for a Mustang. And this new body style, I like the front end quite a bit, and so the elements work really well. Now, part of the lightweight is magnesium alloy wheels. You can see 305 by 30 by 20 for the tire and wheel setup on the front and in the rear, actually. But yeah, the only other car I've seen that is the Porsche 911. Now the fenders rather are actually carbon fiber to help save weight. You can see a little bit more carbon fiber there on the side skirt. It's mostly plastic though with the rest of it, or composite material I should say. But yeah, you've got Brembo brakes too. You've got Shelby tuned suspension. Everything has been kind of custom to make it more lightweight and sportier. But yeah, the side profile with those custom fenders, it looks really good with the venting. And again, with this new body style, it just works quite well. You got the stripe there that goes onto the roof, so that kind of continues that whole Shelby theme. And you can see the first peak of the spoiler. And yeah, that is a huge spoiler in the rear. Carbon fiber with that, just like the GT500 carbon fiber track package. And that's kind of what this reminds me of quite a bit. GT500 carbon fiber track package. You can see the exhaust tips there are super aggressive. You've got a giant diffuser there on the back as well. And you know, part of this is also obviously aerodynamics. I mean, this is supposed to be a high performance track car, and so you're going to have elements added to it that make it more high performance-y. And you can see the rear kind of goes up to like a ducktail, so that's kind of custom. Now I just wanted to show this anniversary edition Mustang to give you guys an idea, because it's like when you see a car in a video standalone, it doesn't really do too much. But there's kind of like a souped up regular Mustang, and then you compare it to this. Like, this thing looks significantly more aggressive. It looks a lot crazier. It makes, you know, an anniversary edition look pedestrian. Now with the interior, they don't really change anything on the door panel there, but it does come with factory options like blind spot monitoring, for example, memory seats. They do build this off of a more loaded up version of the Mustang. And then they do change out the seats, so this does have, well, I shouldn't say the whole thing, cushions and everything are the same, but they change out the covers, rather, so then they look a little bit different. They've got the custom Shelby covers with the leather and the suede, so it just makes the car feel and look a little bit more special. See the seats partially power, partially manual with the adjustments, by the way, and then you got the cool little plaque there for the Super Snake. And then, yeah, 2-pedal layout, because like I said, this particular one is an automatic transmission. And then you're going to have the rest of the new Mustang stuff. So like the new steering wheel design, it didn't look like they changed anything there. Gauge cluster, right? That's all going to be the same because it's all digital. There's nothing to really customize on that front. That'll probably change down the road where we'll see like custom gauge clusters from aftermarket companies. At least I think it probably will do that. Shifter, and automatic. And then you got the little e-brake there on the side. But yeah, I was kind of just looking around to see if there's anything else. But other than the plaque on the dash and the seats, it looks like the interior is pretty much unchanged. But yeah, crazy car overall. And so with that being said, enjoy the driving of another very special Shelby Mustang. This week's giveaway makes my Jeep look lame because it is a supercharged Rubicon 392 that is fully decked out, producing 650 horsepower. Now, not only can you win this Rubicon 392, but part of the giveaway is also $26,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes. And not only that, your donations go towards helping children's and veterans charities. So use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. Any donation, $25 or more, will give you 4x bonus entries.
Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off here on this signature edition. So visibility over the hood, I'm gonna be honest, it's not great. So the hood comes up quite a bit. You can see cool venting and all that stuff. But because the front splitter is so long and the hood's so long, it's kind of a scary situation. So you definitely wanna be extremely careful with this car. And then you guys can see visibility through both the mirrors. They do have blind spot monitoring, so that's a nice little touch. And then you've got visibility all throughout the rest of the rear, which in normal Mustang fashion is relatively good for a muscle car. The back window's great, the side part just not so much. But that being said, well, let's set off. Well, we are setting off here in the Shelby Signature Edition. And again, pretty nervous to drive this car. It's not difficult to drive, it's just, when you take into account the money that this car costs, it definitely is nerve-wracking. Now, I'm sure that you guys don't want to see this driven in normal mode, so we've got it in the Sport Plus mode. So far, the clutch actuation's really good. This has so much power that it would be really difficult to actually stall the car just because it's got so much power and torque. Yeah, the gear shifts are super smooth with this. Like, it is surprisingly smooth from a gear shift perspective. Now, from a ride quality perspective, not so much. Oh, it revs up beautifully. Yeah, when you just blip it a little bit, it revs really nicely. Like, yeah, and it goes into gear so smooth. Definitely a lot better than that EcoBoost Mustang I drove, just from the blipability with the throttle, and then also just from how the transmission itself feels with this short throw shifter. Definitely feels just night and day difference. Just a lot better in this car. Absolutely love it. Yeah, it's so nice. It's got so much torque, and the ratios are pretty good. They're relatively close, so like, even though this has a stupid amount of power, you actually have the ability to kind of go through the gears a little bit with this car, just because of how the ratios are with it. Yeah, this thing, I'm impressed so far. This thing's nice. It's really nice. Yeah, and in traffic, this is easy to drive. I'm so far, like, just from like I said, daily driver usability and all that, in traffic, this is really easy to use. I am very impressed with how easy this is to use. But I'll get out of this traffic and then I'll get back to you guys in just a second. As you can see, we are turning onto the highway here. Gear shift's still exceptionally smooth. The steering on this feels really good too. So that's just partial throttle, guys. Oh my gosh, this thing is terrifying. So obviously this is a brand new car, so I'm not going to go full throttle anyways. But on top of that, it's not exactly the best weather. It's only 46 degrees outside. It blips so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish you guys could see my face right now. I am making... This is absolutely insane. They did such a good job with this car. The transmission is perfect. This is one of the best manual transmissions that I've ever driven. Like, I had a Shelby GT350. I've mentioned this in other videos. And this is just as good, if not better than that, in terms of like how it feels with the throws and everything, and how it blips. It's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. This car is so underrated. Oh my goodness. How did I not know about this before? This thing is amazing. And yes, of course, it's crazy fast. Over 800 horsepower. You guys know that. It is crazy fast, but like, look, it's perfect. Like, this makes you feel like a pro with the downshifts because it's so blippable. Oh my goodness. This car, sorry if this is like a crappy kind of like driving portion, but like, this is amazing. This is like such a good car. I am speechless. Like, honestly, I am speechless. Like, of course it sounds amazing. Of course it's fast, but I didn't expect it. Oh, and the pops out the back. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, this thing. Wow. Man, why does there have to be so much traffic? Wow, this thing. This thing is crazy. It gets so much grip too. Like, obviously I'm not able to go full throttle, but still, this is such an exciting car. This is literally like, we're starting off 2021 really nicely because this thing is amazing. Oh my gosh, you can get little pops out the back and everything. Yeah, this thing just far and beyond, like, exceeded my expectation. And let's actually get into summing things up before I like start to freak out even more like a little kid like I already have. So yes, I feel like this is better than the GT500. I understand this is expensive, but most dealerships have GT500s marked up tens of thousands of dollars over MSRP. This isn't. And so if you look at the actual market value on a GT500, wait a second. Oh my gosh, you get so many pops out of the exhaust. If you look at the actual market value on a GT500, it's just as much, if not more, than this car. But with this, you get a manual transmission, you get a very limited production number car, and if you guys like kind of like the newer look of the Mustangs, you get that newer look with it. You get the cool digital readout. The GT500 has that too, but just like one of the most exciting driving experiences. Oh my gosh, this thing is amazing. So yes, for me, I would rather have this over the GT500. I know some people might not agree with me, but this thing, just with how, this is such a driver's car. This is by far the best performance car I've ever reviewed. I know it's a Mustang, but yeah, just hands down.